Game night!
Huh, what is that sound? That sound in the distance? Could it be the sound of Nikki, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, playing Echoes, the Cocktail, a game for 1 to 6 players, published by Ravensburger and designed by Dave Neale and Matthew Dunstan. It's an audio mystery that is going to be spoiled completely for you if you continue to watch. So you decide if that's what you want to do. We're playing it with or without you.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Echoes the Cocktail?
I will.
Will you be teaching us anything?
Echoes the Cocktail. A mystery, an audio mystery game in which we have the special ability as investigators to examine a physical item and yet hear audio echoes of its past and things that relate to it in some way. Let me first remind everyone that this is ridiculously spoilery. So,
thankfully, there's more of these games in the series.
But there are other games in the Echoes series, this being one of them. So, in Echoes the Cocktail, we have the story is being told in 6 chapters. That's these big, thick cardboard white with a little white border. These are the 6 chapters of our story. And each chapter has 3 items in that story. Wait, Dave, there aren't enough cards. That is correct, because unless you want to play in the hardest mode possible, which we're not doing, these cards have little symbols on the back that say, pull these out before you play the first whatever, if you want to play the mid-level game. We're not playing the easiest version, we're playing the normal version.
Okay.
But in the expert version, these other items would also be in play.
But do they come out in this version?
They will come out because each of these 6 chapters will have 3 cards underneath it, okay, that are part of that story. So our job is to figure out, A, which 3 cards go with each chapter heading, B, what order those 3 cards go in the chapter heading to tell the correct story, and C, once we have all 6 of these, we'll get 3, we'll bring out 9 more cards, then we'll do the last 3. Then it's our job to put the 6 chapters in their correct order.
Yeah, okay. Good luck. It's all you. Dave, you're going to have fun.
Here's the good news. There's no losing.
Okay.
There's no time limit. There's no scoring system. We're just trying to solve the mystery. All right?
Okay.
We have this app that comes with the game. And
well, you got to get it, but yes, it is for the game.
And we're about to play the prologue. It'll give us like the beginning of the story, and there are ways to repeat the prologue if we need to do that. But once we do that, we then take essentially a cooperative group turn doing one of 2 things. We are either going to listen, we're going to examine essentially either a chapter heading or an item card and listen to its echoes. Okay? The echoes that we listen to relate, obviously we're listening to echoes that relate to that item, but those echoes may come from any time period chronologically as far as the story goes. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've never played any of these games, so I'm not sure what we're about to hear. It could be sounds, it could be dialogue, it could be anything.
Okay.
Well, they're stirring a drink. I'm already...
Same thing for the same thing for the chapter headings. So that's we can either listen, and we're allowed to listen to anything we want as many times as we want, or we can solve. When we solve, we're going to first, I'm sure the app will guide us, we're going to first pick a chapter heading. So let's say we're going to solve for this. We're going to solve, and by do that, we'll scan the chapter heading, and then we'll scan the 3 cards we think fall under that chapter heading, and we'll scan them in the order we think that they are supposed to be in. When we do that, we will get one of 4 results. We'll either get a 0, which means none of these 3 cards go to that chapter heading, a 1 or a 2 or a 3, which means 1, 2, or 3 cards do belong there, but they're not in the right order. Or the 4th result is you've got all 3 cards in the correct order. All right? In which case, we'll then do that for another one, and then that for another one, and then once that happens, we'll bring out 9 more cards. Then we'll do the last 3, and then we'll try to figure out the story.
Okay.
And really, that's it. So why don't we start the prologue?
Uh-oh. gem. Ingenious supplies.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
All right.
New York, during Prohibition. Detective Tony G has been tracking the operations and whereabouts of mob boss Cruel Steve Manchetti for years without knowing his identity. Tony finally caught a break when Arthur, a bartender at a speakeasy owned by Cruel Steve, agreed to rat on his mysterious employer. Yesterday, Tony turned up for a meeting with Arthur and found him lying on the ground, a bullet hole in his side. With blood running down his chin, Arthur pressed a card into Tony's hand and mumbled something about a bartender who was working at the speakeasy that night. Those words proved to be his last. The membership card for the speakeasy gave an address and a telephone number. Tony called and spoke to the bartender, offering a deal in exchange for information, but the bartender insisted she couldn't help him. Desperate for answers, Tony set up a raid on the speakeasy, but arrived in the early morning hours to find the place abandoned. Smoking ashes suggested that someone had tried to burn evidence. Of particular interest were pages torn from a book of cocktails, each recipe labeled with a different name. Tony guessed the names were members of Steve's gang, including Cruel Steve himself. Tony brought you the pages of cocktail recipes and other items from the bar. He has asked you to tell him everything you can about the members of Steve's gang and, if possible, to identify Cruel Steve.
All right.
Huh.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's going to be these things are related here to this.
All right, start there.
Except, I mean, this seems like, is it really, right? This is the thing.
Scan it and let's find out.
Okay, so it's showing it and we hit it, we click the button.
How often does Steve come in?
What's it to you?
Just, we got this recipe, but I've never mixed it, except once for,
Look, Arthur, Steve likes privacy. And one thing he don't like is people asking questions.
Okay.
All right.
Wiping down a counter.
All right.
Or a glass.
Yep. I like that.
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
Well, that's a chapter heading that might have 3 of these cards, or it might not. Remember, it could be...
I mean, this whole thing takes in
It could be 3 of these cards we haven't added yet.
for one of these, right? Yeah, we're trying to find that 3 that match the...
You did hear the wiping down, so I would say let's scan this and see what we hear. All we're going to be doing is just scanning a bunch of stuff to start, to just get a footing of some sort.
Sure. Hey, it's okay if I take off early, innit? It's quiet and all.
I guess so, Arthur.
Thanks.
Wow.
Well, okay, first off, Nikki P on the money. That clearly goes with this chapter heading, right?
Probably,
We
yes.
think,
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, with
Sure.
this.
You want to try this?
Yeah,
I didn't hear keys. I just was like thinking we were getting...
Well, here, just scan it.
Well,
We just need to hear stuff.
I
so go
mean,
for
don't
it.
we think that's the first chapter was
Is
the
the
business
Manhattan the
card?
business
Well, we
card?
don't care right now what the first chapter
Okay.
is. We're just right now. We're
Because we
just trying
scanned
to.
this first.
We're just trying to find 3 things to go with each chapter.
So I'm
And
scanning the keys.
sure, why not? Isn't that what you thought?
Yep.
And I got his keys to this place like you asked. Then I had to scram because some fella turned up. Looked like a gumshoe.
Oof.
All right. Well,
Looked like a gumshoe.
Well,
Yeah, there's
someone
gonna be a
was
lot of-
smoking.
there's going to be a lot of stuff like this. I don't know. Go ahead here. Try this business card and see. Maybe we can find other stuff for that. No, that can't go there.
Yeah.
Hello? Who is this?
Wow.
This
Okay.
lady.
So we're looking maybe for like the other end of a phone call. Let's try this. Let's try doing this.
Well, is it here?
Right, we don't know. Let's try doing something like this, right? Like we want that there. In fact, do me a favor.
Yep.
If it makes it easier for you to scan, move that all the way to that side.
Move this one?
Yeah, just move it to that end.
Because we think we know stuff for this one.
And move that next to it, because this...
These are things we've scanned so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we think that goes there.
Yeah.
So what else here? Do you want to try the stirrer and...
I didn't really hear that. I mean, look, this
I
is
heard
ice.
cigarettes.
Okay.
In that other, like putting
All right.
out a cigarette.
Okay, well
But,
then we should
Try
scan
that.
that.
I mean, it could be that too. I don't know. There's a lot of cigarettes.
We're going to end up
on
scanning
here.
everything, so just, I would say pick something and just do it. Let's see.
Well, I got nothing for you, Mr. G.
Oh,
Mr. G.
Henry, you're back quick. You done what I asked?
Yep, that rat ain't gonna be squeaking.
Dat rat.
okay.
Henry.
No. This is here for sure, right? She answered the phone when you scanned that card, and then here she hung it up. So this probably is like the second or the third card here, potentially.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe try that. Try that ashtray. See if that goes with that cigarette.
Good work, Henry. Pass me that ashtray, then get back to your corner.
Get it back to your what?
Corner, I think. Yep.
So I feel like this is we're missing one. It's something like this 2 3.
Right.
That's what I think.
Hmm.
And it's not these keys because we already heard that, right? So I don't know. Pick one. Sure. Scan it. Let's see what we got. We're just trying to find that phone call now.
It'll make me feel better, though. Especially when I break Greg's face.
Jim, clean up that glass before you lose a toe.
Oh. Oh no, that was the dustpan.
Well, that
there's-
doesn't necessarily fit here,
right,
of course.
Right. Well, there's
Might be
Jim
the
and
bottle.
there's Greg.
Yeah, but it's not broken or anything
Oh,
like that.
scan the bottle. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe it does break.
Jim! Hey! How did you get back so soon? Let's celebrate!
Yay, gads.
This is kind of great, actually. I mean, here. I think we just need to start scanning things.
Did we not scan that?
No,
one?
we didn't do that one yet.
The usual, please.
Oh, I like that.
Ice, yeah.
Boy, that was a lot of stuff.
Well, I think this.
Yeah, I
is,
like it. That was a woman saying the usual, please, too. So that would be Anna, right? So maybe that's bottle, stirrer.
I came with a message. That bartender who left as I came in, he's a rat.
He's a rat.
Okay, so I like these two go together.
Yeah, we need to make sure that.
Yeah,
that
go ahead and do
connects-
that one. But we
connects.
still are missing a third card here. That's what's kind of fascinating. Yeah.
Oh, give me a drink.
Nope.
Two drinks, two liquids,
Shaker.
a shaker.
Okay, so that's Jim.
Two liquids and a shaker.
That's
Yep.
how we. Oh, this is how we're going to recognize which voice belongs to which person. So we know that that voice is Jim, right?
And that's Anna.
Right. That's cool.
Can I see the
Yeah.
map?
Yeah.
Does it have anything on it? No
don't know.
numbers, no nothing. I was just wondering.
Well, the
X
map and the
marks-
stool are the only two things we haven't scanned yet, right?
Well, X marks Like where?
Oh, I like that, Nikki.
Either where he found the body or where this
Yeah.
club is at.
Well, we've only got 2 left we haven't heard, so. Right? Maybe she comes in now?
Jim, you look terrible. What happened?
There was no goods at the drop. I nosed around looking for Greg, but no luck. He was supposed to meet me there half an hour ago.
Man,
Well, that's Greg's drink, right?
I think this is just to let us know from the sound, like, who's who, right?
Did she say Greg?
He said Greg. This is Jim.
This is Jim, yeah.
Jim's
These
got
don't
the
go
drink
together.
with the shaker.
Oh, yeah, but the shaker, we don't have an actual shaker.
We still don't have any. We still don't have a sequence though.
Right.
This went into this, but I don't think it goes into this because this was a woman
Yes.
saying "my usual, please," right?
Is it possible that these work with more than one thing? I mean, obviously it's telling us information.
Well, right now, 3 of these things up above have 3 cards underneath them.
Right.
Like, well, here we haven't done the stool yet.
Yeah.
Then we've
Well,
done.
we
them
haven't done
all.
all the cards either.
Correct. That's true. But I think we're.
I'm not taking the fall for that dimwit.
Jim, you ain't gonna make it right by breaking stuff.
It's more Jim.
Right, but I feel like this is correct right now. Didn't this go into this, go into this, go into this?
Sorta.
But you're right. This was also here. Scan that one more time. You're right. Was that Jim? Her telling Jim to clean it
No,
up?
Arthur. No, maybe not Arthur. I don't know.
I don't know. This is cool.
It'll make me feel better, though. Especially when I break Greg's face.
Yeah, this is
Jim,
related to
clean up that glass before you lose a toe.
Okay, I get it.
So this comes out. It's these 3 things. This is helping us find that, but this I think connects to
Okay,
Anna.
so now let's go to solve on the app.
You're just gonna do one of the cards.
No, yeah, we'll try this.
Okay, this is card 1.
So you
Okay.
then this one. And then this one. And then this one. And then what does it say?
Chapter solved.
Wow!
Oh,
Listen to chapter or scan chapter marker to listen later.
Do you want to listen to the whole thing now?
Let's listen to that.
Okay, let's do
chapter.
it.
Give me a drink.
Jim, you look terrible. What happened?
There was no goods at the drop. I nosed around looking for Greg, but no luck. He was supposed to meet me there half an hour ago. I'm not taking the fall for that dimwit.
Jim, you ain't gonna make it right by breaking stuff.
It'll make me feel better, though. Especially when I break Greg's face.
Jim, clean up that glass before you lose a toe. Then just sit tight and wait for Greg to get back.
Okay.
All right, so
We have that one.
go ahead and move it all. Let's just do it like this.
Okay. We don't know where it's at in the
We don't know where it's at in the story.
sequence.
We
Yeah.
sort of know that. All right, well,
We didn't scan this thing.
go ahead.
We didn't scan
Sure,
this
do
either.
it.
Yeah.
Scan the telephone.
Did you just say the name G?
Yeah, so what?
That's the detective who's got it in for Steve real bad. That's what.
Is that so? Well, he was just out fishing, but I wasn't gonna bite. Now I take it since you're at my bar, you want a drink.
Sure.
What was going on there?
That
at the
was
end?
keys.
Okay.
Shaking keys.
Really?
Yeah.
That wasn't her protecting it. Okay. That's a good ear. That's what that was.
And I got his keys to this place like you asked.
No.
Nope.
Then I had to scram because some fella turned up. Looked like a gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
He sounded like he was shaking keys in his pocket.
We haven't done that one yet. Do the phone and let's see what that
That's
sounds.
probably her whole phone call with the
No, the phone
ashtray
call started with,
and
the card.
Yeah.
It's me. The police are coming to raid the joint. Clear out now.
That's nothing we've done. This is later.
That's
Right.
the end of it.
Yeah, probably.
Because
gonna burn
he
stuff.
shows up and the place has been cleared out.
Okay, this was her answering the phone, right? And then this was her hanging up the phone.
Mm-hmm. We think.
So maybe there isn't a card missing. But I don't know. Can we hear that one again? Am I remembering it wrong?
Can't hurt to listen again.
Nope.
Hello? Who is this?
And then this is her hanging up the phone. See if that goes from hello, who is this? Or are we missing a thing?
Good work, Henry. Pass me that ashtray, then get back to your corner.
Oh, wait. That's not even close.
Right. I thought this was with this, and like one of these drink things was
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure this follows that. Maybe
Well, I got nothing for you, Mr. G.
Did you say G? Newspaper.
Yep. Mr. G.
No, hello, who is
Henry,
this?
you're back quick. You done what I asked?
Yep, that rat ain't gonna be squeaking.
Good, then get back to your corn, right? Isn't that what she said to Henry?
Give me that ashtray.
Right?
Good work, Henry. Pass me that ashtray, then get back to your corner.
Okay, so there's a card here.
Or here. Because
Or
I think
there.
these connect.
Yeah.
Well, we need to listen to this
Well, it's
again.
not keys.
Nope.
Maybe it's just her making a drink.
We hear none of that in that situation.
Yeah.
Hello? Who is this?
I got nothing for you, Mr. G.
Mr.
And
G,
then Henry
hang up
comes
the
in,
phone.
And then he goes back to his corner, and maybe she just does this? Isn't this just drink noises?
I thought it was Anna.
Oh, you might be right.
The usual, please.
I mean, what else could it be? Over there? And where does this come in? You think this goes with that? I think you're right. These two definitely go together because we put them together earlier. So this is probably this. So let's try
With this, and this?
Yeah. So let's try this. Try just this for solve and see what happens.
Okay, I don't hear keys at all.
I agree.
I know.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean...
Well, it'll tell us. We'll be
Right.
wrong then. Let's be
Right.
wrong for a change and see what happens.
Chapter incorrect.
But
Yeah.
did it give us a number?
They are in the wrong order. All these cards belong in this chapter, but they are in the wrong order.
Ah, so these three are correct then.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so these are the correct three cards.
Hand me that ashtray. So it comes like this. I mean, where does this come in?
I guess let's hear it again. Get off the solve. What's weird is that chapter starts with the phone ringing.
And I got his keys to this place like you asked. Then I had to scram because some fella turned up.
No,
Looked like a gumshoe.
it's this. It's
Okay,
this.
okay.
It's totally
Yeah.
this. Then she says, get back to the thing.
Yeah.
Chapter solved. Okay.
You want to hear it?
Yep.
Might as well.
Hello? Who is this?
Am I speaking to the bartender?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Only one of you working tonight?
Right?
Arthur gave me this number. Told me you might know something about the owner of the joint. Guy called Steve.
We ain't got a bartender called Arthur, and I don't know no Steve.
Well, let's just say if you did, we might be able to come to some arrangement that'd be to your advantage.
What did you say your name was?
G. Detective Tony G.
Well, I got nothing for you, Mr. G. Henry, you're back quick. You done what I asked?
Yep, that rat ain't gonna be squeaking. And I got his keys to this place like you asked. Then I had to scram cause some fella turned up. Looked like a gumshoe.
Good work, Henry. Pass me that ashtray, then get back to your corner.
Corner. Okay.
All right, so that's solved. And I agree with Nikki, which is, that sounds like the beginning to me, but I don't know. So just try to solve in this order, because I'm
Okay.
pretty sure this followed this the way we had it.
Chapter solved.
I like it when you play it back, you get more.
Yes.
How often does Steve come in?
What's it to you?
Just, we got this recipe, but I've never mixed it, except once for,
Look, Arthur, Steve likes privacy. And one thing he don't like is people asking questions.
Sure. Hey, it's okay if I take off early, innit? It's quiet and all.
I guess so, Arthur.
Thanks.
The usual, please.
Okay, so Anna's at the bar when Arthur leaves. In case that matters.
I came with a message. That bartender who left as I came in, he's a rat.
Arthur?
Yeah. I heard that Tony G, the detective who works in my precinct, had an informant, so I went digging to see who'd been hauled in and might have flipped to avoid time in the cooler. It's Arthur, and he's meeting Tony G tonight. I need to get back before I'm missed.
Henry, get over here. I got a job for you.
Oh, yeah.
That rat won't be ding ding.
Okay, so this comes after this.
Yeah.
Maybe not directly, but at some point.
Right. Where
All
does
right.
this come into play?
We'll play it later because I don't
Okay.
remember it anymore, but here are the new cards. Now we get these cards. Now the cards have come up. Hey, there's that broken bottle.
Maybe.
Gin, bullet casing, a barrel. 4 blocks west. G money. The shaker and a tooth. Wow.
Comedy.
All right.
We know these. Do we think? Should we listen to them again just to see if it gets?
Do you
us
remember
on?
what this was? The phone. What? I can't remember. Yes. Or play one of these. Maybe it'll just jog our memory of something else.
Well, I feel like this is Tony G stuff here.
Yeah.
4 blocks west.
Steve doesn't pay me enough for this.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow.
Oh, I remember what this call was. This was the get out of there. In fact, that was her, right? That was Anna
Probably, yeah.
going back, calling the
"Get
bar,
out of
saying,
there."
"Get out! There's going to be a raid or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, just keep scanning stuff, man.
Well, but lighter, fire, try and
Sure.
burn the stuff.
Sure. I like it. Oh yeah, the pages.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, well, I want to put that under
With this,
under
yeah,
this
with the
telephone
There's
at
no
some point.
kerosene or anything, is there?
Well, I
so
don't know.
you can
Gin.
pour gin on there.
Yeah, sure. Try that.
Another.
Nope.
Just give me it straight. Another.
Gosh.
Another. And keep him coming. I only have to drive 4 blocks north.
Well, there's
Is that
your
the
4
same
blocks.
voice?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. He doesn't pay me enough. I only have to drive 4 blocks north.
North, he said though. That says west for some reason. All right. Well, no, this.
Okay.
I feel like this definitely goes under the phone. These might go together somewhere else,
I
but.
felt like he was opening paper.
Well, this one was really short. Let's listen to it again.
I felt like he was opening
See
it
if it's
up.
that same guy. Here.
Steve doesn't pay me enough.
It's a different guy.
Yep. This guy's drunk.
I'm drunk.
Here, let's see what that is. Ooh, there's no piano.
Shaker.
That's what we scanned.
This is before the fire. This is like a guy mixing something. Maybe he's mixing, I don't know.
Well, does gin...
I don't know. Let's see what this tooth is.
Because there was a cork. That's all. I'm trying to think.
But this had that guy's voice in it.
Beer has cork. That beer has a cork.
You numbskull!
That was a crack on the head with the
I like
glass
it.
bottle
Yeah, I
for
like
sure. Gun. That
Ooh,
sounded like a gun.
It did. Let's see if this is the bullet, and maybe this goes all together. We just have to figure out what the first part is. Which one did you do?
Did you just say the name G?
Yeah, so what?
That's the detective who's got it in for Steve real bad. That's what.
Is that so? Well, he was just out fishing, but I wasn't gonna bite. Now, I take it since you're at my bar, you want a drink?
Sure.
Oh,
Change.
no. Yeah, and also I
And
think
the
that's
drink.
this guy's voice.
Yeah.
I think you're right though at the bottle, Lincoln. Yep, 100%.
Another. Just give me it straight.
Oh, maybe not.
Another. Another. And keep him coming. I only have to drive 4 blocks north.
He could be drunk and not knowing it correctly.
Right,
That's
right.
why this could be the guy that didn't have the stuff.
Right.
Went to the wrong place.
Steve doesn't pay me enough for this.
No.
Oh. Maybe it's this order. But
Well, let's listen to this again.
Steve doesn't pay me enough for this.
It's this and this that give us that connection.
Yep. Just solve it and see what happens.
Okay, let's do-
All right.
Did you just say the name G?
Yeah, so what?
That's the detective who's got it in for Steve real bad. That's what.
Is that so? Well, he was just out fishing, but I wasn't gonna bite. Now, I take it since you're at my bar, you want a drink.
Sure.
That is that guy, but I think you were right with that bottle.
For the fight?
Yeah, don't you think? Or
That one's the broken one.
Jim! Hey! How did you get back so soon?
It's gotta be this guy.
Let's celebrate!
It's gotta be after this guy, maybe.
We
All
did
right, so-
not listen to
So
the
we're gonna
barrel
solve this?
yet.
yeah, because I think
Okay,
that's
Nikki
it.
wants to hear the barrel.
Yeah, let's hear the barrel.
We didn't hear
You're
it.
correct.
Okay, everyone, we're out of here.
Yep.
You know the drill. Leave no traces.
No.
No, it's before that.
100% before that, Nikki.
Yeah, this is the
This
right
is
order.
them mixing the thing and lighting everything on fire.
Okay, so
Okay.
Solve. Solved.
Jim! Hey! How did you get back so soon? Let's celebrate!
I think you've had enough for one night.
What do they pay you for, huh? Pour it!
You numbskull!
So this is before this, at least.
Hey, what was that for? I delivered it like I was told!
Yep.
4 blocks north! Just like the note said!
Yeah.
4 blocks north? It was west, you dimwit!
Whoa! Why'd you do that?
Steve told me to deal with that idiot. I have. Dumped the stiff in the alley.
Wow.
So
Who did she take out? Drunk guy?
Jim, drunk man. He
Right?
went,
Wasn't that
went
Jim?
north
No.
instead of west, right?
Greg was the guy I thought that
Okay.
didn't go.
okay,
in.
but this is the correct order for these, right?
Okay.
So what order do we think these go in?
This goes here. Well, no, I don't know.
This definitely comes after this. That much we knew. The question is this first? Can we hear this one again? If you just scan that, will it give us the whole story, or do we have to do the whole thing and just give us the card? Now that we solved it.
Oh, give me a drink.
I went 4 blocks, blah, blah, blah. I'm waiting. This is him being mad that he didn't.
Okay, this is.
I waited
this
for that
is Jim.
numbskull.
Yeah.
Because there's the shaker.
Yeah. So this is going to start things.
All right.
Jim, you look terrible. What happened?
There was no goods at the drop. I nosed around looking for Greg, but no luck. He was supposed to meet me there half an hour ago. I'm not taking the fall for that dimwit.
Jim, you ain't gonna make it right by breaking stuff.
It'll make me feel better, though. Especially when I break Greg's face.
Jim, clean up that glass before you lose a toe. Then just sit tight and wait for Greg to get back.
All right, so what order do you think the chapters go in? Do you think it's 1, 2, 3,
Oh, wait,
4,
what was
5,
this one
6?
here?
This was the phone rings.
She warns them.
No. That's the phone ring she warns
Right.
them. This is the phone ring, and she talks about it here. This is the phone ring. She hangs up. I got no use for you, G.
This.
Well, it's definitely before. I mean, this is the end of the run here. It's the stuff that
so
comes
is
in.
this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You want to try that and see what happens?
Yep.
Oh, maybe because you scanned that one already?
I started over. This is a fresh solve.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's not the first one. Although you should.
It says 4 or 6 chapters solved. We haven't done some of the others then. That's what the problem is.
What?
Yeah. We didn't do that. We didn't probably do
these.
these.
We didn't. You're right. You're right.
We didn't tell the
Correct.
app that we solved it,
Correct.
even though we have it.
Right.
Yeah.
We got too big for our britches.
Let's do this one.
Yep.
Wait, no, this one's done. I thought we did this one.
I thought we did too.
Well, clearly we didn't.
So now we have 5. What else isn't
This
solved?
one. It'll tell us, right? It'll say when you scan it. It'll let you know. Yeah, I think we just knew it, but we didn't actually do it. It's nice. The app is. It's nice that they do that for you.
Chapter incorrect.
Oh.
They're in the wrong order.
Okay.
Wait. This is where her saying we're going blah blah blah, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I would have thought that was the right
I
order.
tried to put it in.
Okay, where do you want to put it?
I thought.
At the bottom? All right, Nikki wanted it at the bottom. Try it there. Luckily, there aren't that many combos. We can just keep trying them.
I know.
Chapter incorrect. Only 2 of these cards belong in this chapter.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
We solved everything.
Wait. Maybe something didn't get scanned correctly here.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff in the shots.
Yep,
here.
fair enough. Here we go.
Do you want to put it back?
No, because it said it was wrong.
He did it right. He scanned it right the first time. It just didn't.
I was pretty sure I was getting everything, but
you've been doing great.
Chapter incorrect. All these cards bargained, but they're in the wrong order. Okay.
That seems weird.
I feel like this is her like mixing the stuff to start the fire.
I would agree. You want to
Well,
just try
put it
this order
back.
again? Maybe
it
we got
did something
interference the
weird.
first time.
Incorrect.
Well,
You guys packed
Yep.
it up. You
Yep.
know the drill. This is what they're packing
Okay.
stuff in. She's got the
Yep.
fire ready.
The good news is there aren't that many combos. We can just try them all.
Incorrect. What
Okay.
have we done?
We've had the barrel here, we've had the barrel here, and we've had the barrel here. Try it in that order.
Yeah.
I want to listen to this one.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey. Boy, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's me. The police are coming to raid the joint. Clear out now.
Okay, everyone, we're out of here. You know the drill. Leave no traces.
And she pours more, maybe?
Maybe.
Or maybe she's. Wait.
Everyone out?
Just let the fire go.
Well, you've been a doozy of a speakeasy, and we had a good run. One last drink for the road.
There you go.
Do you think she's Steve?
No. Oh, but maybe. We did hear that siren.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So we didn't get it right. Then.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, we still have to put the chapters in the correct order into
Right.
the app. And
So
we're pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Incorrect. So these guys.
It could be we got these in the wrong order. This is clearly the end, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And this has got to be the second when the gunshot goes off.
Right.
Well, this isn't this one clean up your mess and wait.
Yeah, it's just before. That's why we thought it was 3.
This fight, right?
Yeah.
This fight.
Oh.
So he's going. That's right. Nikki's
Yeah.
correct. He's going, and he's. I only got to go 4 blocks north.
You're right. You are right. That's right. He goes and he says the guy wasn't at the drop.
Right.
Because he went to the wrong address.
Okay, so it's 1, 2. Okay, let's try it again.
1, 2. 3. Nice, Nikki. Good catch.
Story resolved.
Okay, let's slide this.
I was hoping we'd have to decide.
Does it ask us? Does it ask us
whether
to guess?
Jim was killed or whether you know? I mean, because we don't know 100% sure, but it just says you have solved the mystery. Plus, play. Listen to the epilogue.
All right. Well, let's put everything in order first, just for our own neatness.
Neatness.
And then let's listen to the epilogue. I want a screen at the end that says, "Who do you think Steve is?"
Right.
Isn't that what the whole point is? To try to figure out who the
Okay,
mysterious
I
Steve
don't-
is.
I
I
don't
think it's the
listen.
bartender.
Having pieced together the events of last night, you report what you've learned to Tony. After Arthur left the bar, a woman came in and fingered Arthur as a snitch, which she knows because she works for the police. Her cocktail recipe identifies her as Anna. And Tony says it must be a clerk who works in the evidence locker of his precinct. One of Steve's thugs, Henry, was sent to kill Arthur. Another henchman, Greg, messed up an important delivery because he was drunk, and the bartender gave him a bullet to the brain. Anna tipped off the bartender about a raid.
So Jim was not the one
After
who got
clearing
shot.
out the customers and burning any evidence, the bartender mixed one last drink for herself. 2 shots, shaken with ice, then topped with cracked pepper. When you tell Tony this, his jaw drops. The cocktail book says that this is the favored drink of Steve Manchetti.
See right here.
Suddenly,
Damn.
everything makes sense.
You're right.
When Arthur mumbled something about the bartender, he wasn't saying she could help catch Steve. He was saying she was Steve. The bartender sent Henry to kill Arthur, and she was the one who shot Greg for his incompetence. Tony laughs. She could run everything from the bar while appearing to be nothing but a lackey. Now, armed with her identity and the lowdown on her gang, Tony feels sure he'll put cruel Steve behind bars one day.
Did you
very
hear Pepper
soon.
in that mix over here?
No, I mean, I had forgotten that card even existed. I was just relying on my years and years and years of like reading these kinds of mysteries and seeing these TV shows. What was the game you and I were like Law and Order that whole thing?
We Law and Ordered that whole thing.
Yeah.
The Portal one.
Yeah. Let's hear this card. Just hear. No, you have to hear the whole story.
No.
It's not on the card.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it is. Try the card first. Here. Yeah, let's hear if we can hear. I forgot this card even existed. Boom. shaker.
That's it.
No.
There
it is.
That's
Crab
the pepper.
pepper.
Yep. That's great.
I did not hear the pepper.
I forgot we had a Steve Manchetti card. That's great. All right, Nikki, what'd you think?
That was fun.
Yeah, that is neat.
I liked the whole listening of it thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't all just about close-up examining the cards, which, don't get me wrong, I love doing that.
Except had
I
me
love
close
the
up
sound.
examine.
Well, I mean, I knew
Lincoln,
it was Steve's.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lincoln got it.
I didn't know why we were knowing it, but it's connecting the beginning and the end, right?
No.
Oh, that's even cooler, right? It is literally the beginning and the end.
Yeah, you had at least called it that was
That's
the
awesome.
case.
I thought it was really, it was neat to listen to the sounds to figure out what was really going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the performances are pretty funny, but I like the expanded story once you actually get them together.
That part's cool because if all the information was on these cards, it'd be a little less interesting, right? You're rewarded for
figuring
each
it out,
thing
making the
solving
connection.
it. Yeah. And I'm really glad that this didn't happen. You know, we were playing normal mode.
Right.
Expert mode, you'd put all 18 of these cards out.
I don't think we have the choice of doing an expert mode on this one.
No. You just put all 18 cards out. Normal mode is you pull the cards with this symbol on the back.
It was just when you went to the app, it didn't give you that option.
The app has easy and normal.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I didn't explain easy mode. In easy mode, when you scan a column with 3 cards, instead of telling you the cards are in the wrong order or you have 2 cards, it actually tells you which cards are correct.
Okay.
Like, for example...
We wouldn't have had to go through every permutation
correct.
for this one.
It gives you... This would have given us... So we did this. It would have given us the mastermind thing. It would have said green check mark, like white, as opposed to, say, red.
I didn't
red.
make that she was actually making another drink. I thought she was getting fuel for the fire.
Me
right?
too. I was with you. But so easy mode would give you the mastermind thing saying these 3 are correct, this was in the right position, these 2 aren't. Or only 2 of these are right and here's the wrong one. That's easy mode. Normal mode is just the number with no help. But expert mode, which is not a mode you choose, instead of putting 9 cards out and then 9 cards out, you start with all 18. So we would have had to, from all 18, figure out. Right. And it's not like that would be hard to do.
No, it's just a lot of scanning and
a lot of time.
Yeah, moving stuff around and trying to keep track. But
and I think a little too much potentially repetition, because it's really easy if we had 18 of these cards to sort of forget what some of them are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take notes for a game like this, right?
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I think I was going to say, the thing I actually kind of liked about this game was there was that little part of me that's like, should I be taking notes? And I thought, I don't need to. This is just right at that line.
Right.
Where I can remember enough, I think, to sort of do what I need to do. What did you think?
I was just wondering if there's actually harder... I mean, I like the game a lot. I think it's great. I as I said, I really like the expansion of the story as you get each one of them completed. I wonder if the other... Because there's like 6 or something of these at least, and I wonder if there are some that are harder. Right, like maybe because there was a couple of short
cards,
audio clips.
Yeah.
I think that's smart though on their part, right? If every one of these cards was like 45 seconds, it might start to really wear thin. There were a couple of times where I actually felt like, dang it, I need to hear this again, and I don't want to.
Right,
and only because I didn't quite remember it.
Okay.
And in a weird way, I think for me, I can't speak for all players, but I think for me, that's because we were playing cooperatively. Like, if you played this solo, then it would just be you doing everything, and you'd probably remember things better.
Yeah.
That's what I think. On the other hand, you remembered something that I didn't, which was great, and you remembered something that I didn't, which was great. So it was fun to know. Like, I'm saying with both of you at the table with me, I almost felt like, well, I don't have to remember everything.
Right.
Right.
Because Lincoln and Nikki are here too, and we'll all figure something out. And you cut stuff. I didn't hear that sound initially as change. That was really neat. I mean, not that I wouldn't necessarily.
Right. You get it
if
eventually.
I heard it the second time.
Yeah.
What's odd for me though, and this is just a different stroke sort of thing, this does not scratch to me at all that like escape room in a box itch.
Right.
This is definitely its own different thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really cool, or not if you're thinking, ooh, maybe this is like a different technology version of escape room in a box. It's like, no, it kind of isn't. It's more like one of those, it's almost like those choose your own adventure books in a weird way.
I guess ultimately you could call this a puzzle, but
yeah,
I don't think, I think of escape room things as having puzzles in them. This card would have some sort of a puzzle going on in it.
Right.
So to me that doesn't, like you said, it's not an escape roomy.
Well, to Lincoln's point earlier, we don't know the other titles. I mean, certainly a variation could be maybe in some of the other titles there are more things that you have to notice. I've never been against the notion of noticing things and figuring stuff out. I mean, like, I was very happy when I heard the drinks thinking, the drinks are identifying the people.
This was the whole thing that was actually
But I didn't make the leap to the top one. But I will say I appreciate that I don't have to go like, oh, look, the date on this one coin is like, that really minuscule teeny.
Let's pull the box out and look at some of if there's any information about like the stuff that's happening with it. This is Matt Dunstan. He did the Adventure Inc. games and stuff. He's done a lot of stuff, but those are fun ones. I think he did for Cosmos.
I love the teeny little box though. That's kind of cool.
$14.99.
It's always fun when you get a game that sort of feels like it has kind of a bigger sort of depth or scope than you think in like a box that's just that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool though. And it's cool that there's, I mean, it's fun to listen. I actually think that that's a new experience, really, in this kind of stuff, which I think is cool.
The app, when I was looking at the app earlier, it looked like it had 4 other titles in the app. 3 other titles.
I thought there were more than that, but I
could be
wrong.
right. I will say this too: the scanning seemed great.
Yeah, it was actually doing a good job without being.
I was watching you doing that, thinking, "Wow, those are really doing well."
Because he was only getting like part of the lighter in when he was holding it up. I'm like, "Wow, it's recognizing
You're correct.
it. That's
it's 4.
cool."
Yeah,
it shows 4 dots. I should have been able to figure that out.
Oh,
but I like that it's.
Do you know what is it? Do you think this black border is what helps that work, or it's interesting? However that recognition thing is.
Well, it's only a certain amount of images, right?
Right, I think that's true. The app, I'm sure, knows them all.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, cool, Dave. Thanks for teaching us.
You're welcome.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.